Greetings for the 7th and final time this season, ladies and gentlemen. This is of course the 4th season of ROOZ F1, and we're at Spa in qualifying. It had been intermediate conditions earlier in the session, but it dried out just at the end, and 4 drivers took the initiative going on to either Ultras or Supers. I went to the Supers, lined up third behind Stingray and Razor, with Hatfield also on Ultras in 4th. My championship rival Jono in the other Toro Rosso was behind, having qualified on Inters, would have some fresh softs at the start, so that would be interesting. He requires a win with me 4th or lower, or equivalent point margins going on, to upset us in the championship. A podium will do it for me though, so that's my aim.
Okay, we're through the start phase, now let's build on it.
Razor made a great start. Unfortunately for him, you'll see in the following 2 times we go down this straight, he gets overtaken because he clearly has more downforce than both Stingray and myself. But in the meantime, I'm going to talk a little bit about the league itself. I wanted to know, please say in the comments what you think. Should I count these wins, these race wins, and indeed the championship win, in my records? The reason I doubt it is because these races have not been a consistent length. Some have been 25, 50 or 100. Sometimes we've had 2 races per week. There's no damage. Corner cutting is not strict. So many of these rules are not really hardcore league rules. In fact, sort of a bit more of an amateur perspective. Also, it's only 7 rounds, so is that really a championship win? Obviously, I would love it to be a championship win because it is ROOZ's main series on the game, and a championship win for Williams would mean that I've won for every team that's existed in games since 2010. So obviously, I would love that to be the case, but OCD is a powerful mistress. Can I really include this in my records? Please tell me what your guys' thoughts are in the comments. We'll go back to the action and recount what's happened in the past few laps. Stingray in the Toro Rosso spun off at P1, giving us the lead, but his teammate on fresher soft tyres that probably will be more optimal at this stage of the stint was now all over us. He got very sideways at the top of our Rouge. I thought it might have been a lag contact with me, but having watched his footage, he actually just clipped the curb trying to avoid contact. There actually wasn't contact at all. But that was a little bit of contact, and he's very much quicker through this portion of the track, but now he's coming around the outside. Great move, although that little twitch there costs him, and I'm able to get my nose back in front before Blanchimont. And if we can hold it around the outside, we might be able to hold him up for an extra lap, and that would be ideal for strategy. Obviously we're going to get an undercut on both him and Bo, who's caught up in the Renault, I believe in his first race of the season. Clearly not a rookie though, given his speed, and I believe he may have been a champion before in ROOZ. Correct me if I'm wrong, obviously. 3 potential champions in a row if I do manage to hold on here for the championship that we're currently racing in. But holding on is not what we're doing here. Jono gets through a little bit of contact, and that puts me back towards Bo. We've held him off for the time being, but our tyres are gone. It's time to pit.
Don't forget, pit in this lap.
And that's the plan. Jono has escaped. He'll be only making progress while we flounder around for another lap, so time to go in definitely this lap. But we have Bo to deal with on our inside of Blanchimont. We make it through there unscathed and indeed actually hold the position. We're going to go into the pits anyway, so there'll be no further risks to either of our races. And in we go for the undercut. Onto the soft compound tyre we're going to go.
Go, go, go.
No need for the ultra. Oh no, Stig. Jono will never know how the battle will have gone, because he disconnects, albeit reconnecting only seconds later. The 85% AI that's taken over for him for however many seconds that was, maybe 30 seconds, will have cost him up to 10 seconds, I'm going to guess, in this particular instance, as we just about clear Knuckles, who enters the pits. So he's pretty much out of it, and Bo, I think, went for a 2-stop in the end with some wheel issues. So we were pretty much left alone after the other Toro Rosso pitted from the lead. Stingray on a 2-stop as well. He managed to recover to 2nd, the other Toro Rosso in 3rd, so Jono with a perfect streak of podiums throughout the season. It's not often you can say that, but not be the champion. And that's exactly what we have become. With championship victory, 4 race wins, 6 podiums out of 6. We missed 1 round at Malaysia. Congratulations from our rival. Thank you to him. We appreciate that sort of message. That's the end of this series. I've been Jacko. See you next time.